This is what I eat in a day as a girl who's no longer in a calorie deficit, trying to maintain my 60-pound weight loss while prioritizing protein to build muscle. This morning for breakfast, I had my double chocolate chip cookie, which I already have a recipe posted. It's basically oat flour, protein powder, cocoa powder, monk fruit sweetener, salt, vanilla, cinnamon powder, baking powder, yogurts, egg whites, and chocolate chips. You can use any protein powder or any sweetener of choice. You can also use almond flour instead of oat flour. And this was actually my pre-workout snack. This cookie is 320 calories with 36 grams of protein. You get carbs from the oat flour, protein from the protein powder and egg whites, and yogurt. I love making higher protein versions of my favorite sweet treats or foods, just so it's more aligned with my fitness goals. I placed a serving of these dark chocolate chips on top, but I would recommend mixing half of the serving in the batter and the rest on top. And this cookie is a little bit on the cakier side and a little bit dry, so I do recommend pairing it with coffee or milk. If you want it a little bit more moist, you can definitely add 2 tablespoons of pumpkin puree. And this was her, not to mention it's so big and filling. And a cookie for breakfast, yes please. I paired this with a cup of milk. I usually like the low-fat Fairlife milk, but I didn't have any, so I just drank this one. And I would have loved to pair this with coffee, but I was going to have an energy drink at the gym, so I didn't have one, but this is it. Who said you can't have cookies for breakfast and still reach your protein goals? Once I finished breakfast, I went to the gym, and today was leg day. I started the workout with walking 10 minutes at an incline on the treadmill, and this is just to get the blood flowing through our muscles. I never skip this step on a leg day. And you know your girl had to have an Alani. Followed up with some stretches. I do toe touches, Hollywoods. Hollywoods feels so good on your lower back. I do side and forward lunges, and this is to open up my hips. And of course, touch your toes to warm up your hamstrings and glutes. Moved on to our first workout, which is always pretty much the leg press machine. I do 2 sets of 20 to 25, and this is just a warm-up set. This is again to get your muscles warmed up to prevent any injury. That's why it's low weight, high volume. I don't burn myself out. Moved on to the next actual workout, which is a narrow stance, elevated heel, Smith machine squat. I did 4 sets of 8 to 10. And on this machine, I do burn out. Once I can do 10 reps of one weight, that's when I know that I can add weight and burn out with that and do as many reps as possible. So you obviously want to gradually build up your strength. And if you don't look like ET while working out, you're not working out hard enough. Moved on to another great exercise. I have a love-hate relationship with this one. It's just uncomfortable because it works out different muscles than what I'm used to. I did 4 sets of 10 to 12. I don't really go too heavy on this machine. I like to go 90 degrees or a little bit below 90 degrees and keeping my feet parallel. I make sure to control the movement all the way down and assuring not to drop. This is just to prevent any injury. This was a short leg day. All the machines were pretty much taken. So I did this workout, which I don't normally do, but I did 3 sets of burning out. For dinner, I just had a serving of this cheese-filled ravioli, 4 ounces of 97.3 cooked lean ground beef with marinara sauce and a Pillsbury biscuit. I didn't film a video making this. I just kind of had this already. And I was really craving something sweet after that. So for dinner, I was really craving another chocolate cookie. So I made just that. This is a peanut butter chocolate protein cookie, which I already have posted on my page. Pretty much the same ingredients as the first cookie. It just has peanut butter powder, a little bit of pumpkin puree, and these sugar-free Atkins Recess pieces. I also added half a serving of these no sugar added chocolate chips. I really like the PE Science protein powder for baking, not sponsored, or the Clean Simple Eats protein powder is second. And I was so excited to eat this. I've just been in my baking era, and since it's a little bit chillier outside, you're definitely going to see me baking a lot more. I was so excited. This is exactly what I was craving, and I just love the size of the cookie. Paired this with another cup of milk, and don't mind my Fuji face. I ended up eating only half the cookie because I wanted to save half of it for tomorrow. But these were my total calories for the day, my total grams of protein. Today was a great day of eats, and this definitely hit the spot. I post a lot of low-calorie, high-protein foods that help me lose the weight, so if you want to see more of these videos, hit that follow button. I love you girlies, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.